Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for education and technology only. So these few days, I have chat with many Wing Chun friends and traditional Chinese martial art friends. And that is a really serious problem today in traditional Chinese martial art, including Wing Chun. And I like to share with you today so that we all can get result on what we are training. It is really problematic now that in traditional Chinese martial art and Wing Chun, what people present is just who, this grandmaster, that grandmaster. And then some partial of what. This is a sun punch. This is a bong sao. Where it doesn't have enough information to know what it is. It has no information to show a complete, comprehensive of how. As usual, we always heard about, say, tan sao, or this is tan sao. And due to it doesn't have a complete presentations of what it is fully and how it is fully, you end up 10 people is going to interpret 10 ways. And then when you question that, you ask that, the answer always is, if you train long enough, you will get it. Or, this is how my grandmaster passing to me. So, with this type of teaching, it's not even teaching anymore, it's just a very surface type of introductory stuff. One will not going to get anywhere. As I share with you the other day on the Shaolin Short Strike book, there are 3 versions and you see that in multiple sources, there's so many details there. And today it is, oh, I belong to this lineage. This grandmaster teach me this. This grandmaster learned from this guy. And this is tan sao. And we do it this way. Your lineage do it this way. All kind of stuff. Now, let's look into a reality. You know, the other day I showed you on the 3 version of the Shaolin Short Strike book, which is all in details. Even with today's standard, today's sports science standard, those are still valid. And some people, like somebody who practices Tai Chi, always try to, how to say that, present the other view, saying that this has to be like water, this like to be have the chi, using mind. Well, the issue is that, do you know what the heck you're talking about? And you can quote Tao Te Ching, Yi Jing, and all those Tai Chi classics. It doesn't tell you what, it doesn't tell you how. It's just some kind of philosophy stuff. So, you want to look at today's what happened in the sports science? This is a long time book, okay? This book is in my understanding, is the kid's 20-year-old book, okay? It's called Endurance Training. It has all the data. It tells you how and all kind of stuff. This is a high intensity training. It tells you what it is, how to do it properly in details and in scientific. If you want to get deeper, you get this, okay? Even if you want to do isotonic dose, People is going to show you how exactly things was done and why it's done and so forth. Now show me anything like this in traditional Chinese martial art, including Wing Chun in past, say 60 years. Do you have something like that? Show me something like that as in those who claim that they are internal this and that. You know, no offense. Just this book alone, compare with those claim of internal this, internal that. You see how far people have get into. Just this book alone, you see how much they have handling in their internal, real internal, not just those philosophy. So this is the Western internal. You like it or not, it is like this. People train this way, like this high intensity training. Will you be able to handle this kind of stuff? Where this kind of stuff actually, it is in MMA practice, right? Well, tell me, what is your Xiu Lim Tao sets and all the Chi Sao and Wooden Dummy do compare with these people? So this is Western. Okay? So who is more advanced? Well, now you see, okay? So what is the point? You have the Shaolin short strike style in the ancient, which is really details, even with this standard. It is valid. That is why I wrote these books. It is Shaolin short strike, all those ancient teaching, put it in the science so that, hey, at least we have power with this. At least we have the power of this type of stuff. Otherwise, what are you doing? Everybody is grandmaster. Everybody say this is my lineage, this is blah, blah, blah. Face it. Under this type of technology, Western technology, where do you stand? Under the stability, mobility, handling, the flexibility, the endurance training, the strength training, all those have the categorization. Is this endurance training, stability training? Is this the flexible training? Is this the strength training? Everything is clear. It has its what. Defined clearly is how into the details. That's why you see everybody go to the gym and they practice and they get healthy. And they get strong. Go to all the gym and see. And on the other hand, where the world is your Qi, Yi, and all those kind of stuff. Well, where everybody believe on that and then practice on that and then become a grandmaster. Grandmaster of what? When the entire world is like this and you can go to the gym and you get result. When you have only who and a partial what, do not have the full what, do not have the how in details and in scientific, you're not going to get result. That's why you cannot blame Xi Xiaodong is keeping say you guys are foul. You guys are this the fake kung fu. It is fake kung fu. According to what? According to this thing. According to the ancient classics such as the Shaolin short strike. You don't know what you are doing. So the simple issue, face these people. Not about me, you face this. You go to Amazon, you can buy all this book and you can read inside there and see how they know every piece, how they should handle their muscle, the stability muscle, the motion handling, and all this kind of stuff. If that is not internal, what is it? Okay? This is serious. You don't have traditional Chinese martial art. You don't have Wing Chun. Sorry to say that. According to what? According to orders. Okay, and as I said that this is 20-year-old book. Published 2020, and they have all this data, and it tell you about how to improve your different stuff. And even 20 years ago, they have already VO2 max and the all heart rate and so forth. Okay. So where are we? You're talking about, oh, I have chi, I have strengthened my body. Strengthen what? Compare with all these things. You say I have techniques. Techniques of what? Compare of this. How to improve your strength, stability, and mobility. And how area of your muscle handling. Because in any dynamic, there is the dynamic stability. Okay? And there is the dynamic handling of the isometric. We need to think. Okay, I just wish that Bruce Lee is here today. If he's here today, I don't have to say all this. Okay, it's very sad that he's not here. He knows. Look, read the Tao of Jeet Kune Do, the book. He knows. So all this in the heart rate zone, and then all this impulse momentum. Why is that this way? What do I follow? If you don't have this type of scientific framework, put your Shaolin short strike in, you don't have anything left. And tomorrow we can go sitting down there, yam cha, talking all this big stuff. Okay, I belong to the Yik Kam lineage. I am the 5th generations. You see, I have this Xiu Lim Pao, which is nobody have. What is the point? When others already have this. It's just talking about, I have a cassette tape when people already use the watch to store your music. So I'm sure, you know, what I'm talking here today is really, probably for somebody they don't like, they might hate me. But look, this is the reality of the world. Should I shut up and don't tell anybody? Well, I can do my own stuff. I know this. I just shut up and see all you going down to the tube and laugh at you. Ha 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 ha. All your lineage gone. All your grandmaster doesn't know anything. Because you cannot show a result like this. I choose to present it. Why? It is time we need to know the full view of what and how in details. And our ancestors still have it today. Like the Shaolin Short Strike book and so forth, like what I interpret here in the, not interpret, what I describe here in the Wing Chun riding and so forth. Okay? You mark my words, if in my generations we don't do this, catch up with this, like presenting whatever whoever know in the science, the entire thing is wiped out within 10 years. You don't have nothing left. So I'm not the guy who know everything. There will be many, many teachers in Asia and around the world who knows. So all these teachers, if they share, okay, like how I share here with base of the science and have the details of how and what, then everybody win. If we still get into this religion stuff, oh, you are this lineage, what is this lineage? Lineage what? Did they, those who raise, those who compete, care about this lineage, that lineage? Are they talking about VO2 max, or they are talking about this lineage, that lineage? Okay? So by this definition, by this standard, You don't have internal art. The Chinese internal art today, when they talk about this qi and everything, is gone. Period. Done. Okay? And you said VO2 max, as I mentioned in this channel, and this heart rate variability over here, it's decades of thing already. Okay? So if we don't have the minimum basic, what are we doing? So I leave this for you. Okay? If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to watch my video. But if you like what I'm saying, you know what? Really? Go to Amazon and pick up one of the books, whatever you like, and see how much details is there. And that thus you know how much it needs to be in Wing Chun, how much it needs to be Chinese martial arts. Without that, there is empty shell. Just name, just talk. You will not be able to face this. You will not be able to face people with high intensity training. Face it. And you know that the MMA people, they train this way. They train this way. Okay? That's the reality.